So Beni Mincu had a 2 hour interview yesterday with Mr. Buknic. If somebody doesn't know, Mr. Buknic is a Romanian influencer. He has over 1 million subscribers. That's not important right now for us. Everybody was asking on Twitter what Beni said, what were the topics and what were the answers. And I was thinking I will translate the key topics, some keywords, some important parts of the interview so everybody could be happy about it and can share it. My name is Sabi and I'm here to help you with crypto. So if you like crypto, consider subscribing. Let's start. Before we start, obviously the usual, use a VPN. If you want to get in contact with me, Twitter, Discord, everything is in the description. Or you can see my Twitter user here in the lower corner of this video. We are going to start with the prices and I promise I'm not gonna drag this too long. And I want to start with Bitcoin because Bitcoin had a pump in the weekend. Therefore, we can say that it has a healthy sideways movement. We cannot talk about the breakouts. As you can see here, this resistance stopped it again and it is bouncing back and forth between this bigger support and this not so big but significant resistance. If it breaks through, then we can expect an attack on the 46,000 and after that on the 50, but I don't think that will happen in the next 1 or 2 days. Elrond, for me, Elrond is forming a symmetrical triangle. Yes, I know that some people will not approve this or would have other ideas, but for me this is kind of a symmetrical triangle and I always try to be, let's say, conservative about predicting prices, but as it is right now and Bitcoin doesn't crash, I think we are looking at the $330 new all-time high in the near future, or if everything starts to rally, then yeah, obviously even higher. We will go into price discovery again. Nevertheless, this movement is pretty good. I really like to see going sideways and forming this bounce back and forth between the trend lines, and I can't wait to see where it decides to go. Let's see about the interview, and at the end of the video I will also give you some very interesting fact about China regarding the last FUD, what we got from them, and you will be probably surprised, or maybe you already heard about it. So Beni Mincu had this interview 2 hours. So what I'm interested now here is to share with you what were the key topics, what they discussed, and maybe here and there I will also add some of my ideas, some of my conclusions, what I think is happening behind the scenes. I have my notes here, so excuse me if this is not going to be very professional, saying everything out from the top of my head, but yeah, a lot of things were discussed. I made like 4 pages of notes, which I reduced to only 1 page. Therefore, yeah, I think it's gonna be at least a 5-6 minutes. And the first thing they were discussing about the technology nowadays, because we could see a very big acceleration in the development of new technologies, which seemed to slow down. The topic didn't go on for so long. Beni said that it might be from the laziness of the companies, because maybe the new technology is not widely used or it's not spread out enough. Of course, it can also be political or some, I don't know. It's not, he said. My conclusion is that it is controlled from the background as well, because we cannot give, they cannot give us everything which is available. Everything needs to be spread out because we just get bored. So yeah, the last part was my conclusion. What is the secret of Elrond? That was the question. And Beni Mincu simply said that the culture of how they work, the overnight works, the acceleration, the pushing forward, that is the secret of their work, that the willing and the effort they put into their work, which I totally agree. I think you cannot do something like this, something what they did in the last 1-2 years, without working 14-16 hours a day at least, or even more. And yes, we know that they are in the office even overnight and they only do what is absolutely necessary outside of work. We could also hear this from Mr. Moldovan in the recent interview from 17th of September. The next topic went on for quite a time, and It was about the money, the problem with money, and how Elrond tries to revolutionize the money system. Now, Buchnic asked him from start why they don't buy a bank. Now, obviously, this topic was mostly about merging the blockchain world with the real world. Because yes, there is still some barrier between them, because not many people are in the blockchain. And this barrier will be taken down after the blockchain and the crypto as money or as legal tender will be infiltrating entirely people's life, and they will start to use it as fiat money. Obviously, volatility is not happening yet, but we are in a very early phase. Now, in Romania, you can already buy tomatoes on the vegetables market for 1 kilogram for 0.008 Elrond. So at one point, the discussion went on about stablecoins. Are they going to implement a stablecoin from the Elrond network, from the Elrond's chain? They are, as Beni said, are talking to many stablecoin holders. I guess it's the Tether and USDC, BUSD. That's what my guess is. He didn't say anything about that. Now, I think of what I concluded from what was talked about, and you need a lot of reading between the lines for this conclusion, so it might be also speculation from my side, that since they are already talking to banks, not only Romania, globally, they are also talking to central banks, and they want, I think that's what I understood, they want to be a part of the digital currencies which could be a kind of stable coins, right? Because what stablecoin does, it follows the fiat currency's value. But if we had a digital currency and we have the cryptocurrency, we don't really need the stablecoin in between. Right now we need stablecoin to fast switch between stablecoins and cryptocurrencies, I mean to buy and sell without sending it to our bank account back and forth. Now, if we want to surpass this inconvenience, let's say, Maiar as application could be a very interesting factor to that, and very interesting and useful feature to make sure that we can use digital currency as stablecoin, or I don't know, we will have only stablecoins which will be the digital currency, and we just buy and sell cryptocurrencies, as long as we don't want to use that only to, I don't know, shop. At the end of this topic, there is also talking about buying a financial institution, because that is what would give a tool in Elrond team's hand to infiltrate this system and to make sure that Elrond as a platform, as a blockchain, is the basis of this kind of financial revolution. Now, you can read into this a lot of things. I'm trying not to, but it is a bit visionary, very optimistic. We don't know what is happening in the background, but since Elrond is very transparent, the code, everything is transparent, everything is visible and can be checked by anyone, maybe they are on the right way, as long as they don't step on too many toes. I will let them to decide what is better and what they need to do. The new things which are coming. They also talked about that, what is going to be implemented, and partly we are already familiar with that. We know that NFTs is coming, but we didn't know that they are in the final stage of testings. They see infiltrating Elrond system into gaming, metaverse, which is second level of gaming, I guess. Also automotive, we could see HoloRide. Audi is already using HoloRide for their interface, and finances, which we already talked about 10 seconds ago. So yes, I like that they are holding many irons in the fire. Obviously, this is something we are used to, and they are delivering so hard and so fast that we cannot even, I don't say we cannot, we can, and we are appreciating it, but we are just looking left and right because Elrond is announcing something almost every day. Well, yes, they are on a very high speed, and I think they surpassed many expectations, and that is what the interview said as well. He said that you are promising big things, because this is the third interview. The last one was 1 year ago. He said that you promised a couple of things, and I think that you overpromised, but it turned out that you overdid. So they did more than what they promised, and that is something we can rely on. And I hope that they will keep the culture of this work, and I hope that they will not be exhausted, but they are also growing. 100 colleagues, I think he said 85, but they are growing fast. So yeah, who knows? We will see a very, very big company with a very, very big influence on the crypto market. Before I say the best part, which you are already waiting for, and that is about how much Elrond will be in a couple of years, of course, I'm gonna tell you this last thing. They also mentioned why Elrond is not an Ethereum or Matic or Solana killer. And I think I agree. The reason is that it's not Elrond or Ethereum or Solana. It's financial revolution or not. And when the wave is coming, as Beni said, it will lift all the boats. And that is true. And the interviewer, Buchnic, said that he can remember, he actually has a deja vu. Because 10 years ago, the same discussion about smartphones was happening. That's when the people were transitioning from phones with buttons to fully touchscreen phones. And he said that everybody was thinking that why should we eat each other? Why should we attack each other? Because when this wave is coming, this mainstream, this global acceptance of a product or a system or anything, it will lift everything. And I think this is a wonderful thing, because yes, it is true. There will be many blockchains. There will be blockchains or platforms who are cross or bridging two blockchains. We can see them already. And the good thing is that these blockchains will be probably like smartphones. Not everybody has iPhone, not everybody has Samsung, not everybody has Huawei. Everybody has a smartphone. Everybody has a touchscreen phone, or most of the people nowadays. Therefore, yeah, why couldn't the blockchain be lifted altogether? So yeah, I agree with it. And now the last thing, and I know that you were waiting for this. How much Elrond will be in 2, 3, 4, 5 years? Well, obviously Beni Mincu never says a price, but he said that Elrond's market capitalization will surpass Romania's PIB. If somebody doesn't know, Romania's PIB is $250 billion. If Elrond reaches that point, already calculated, the price will be for one coin around $12,000, maybe 13. So if this all comes true, then let's ask again the question, are we late with the blockchain? Are we late to buy Bitcoin? Are we late to buy Ethereum or Elrond? No, we are not. We are at the beginning of something very good. And maybe in 20 years, Bitcoin, Elrond, Ethereum, any other coin will have as big volatility as gold has right now. But until then, we have plenty time to make some money, and most importantly, not making some money today, not making some money tomorrow, next week, but to create a passive income which gives us some amount of money every month without putting in almost any work, because that's when we will set ourselves free. And for the last news, just to discuss a bit what this China FUD was about, because we discussed it in the live as well. But as you can see, that among the biggest Bitcoin holders, on second place is the Chinese government. They hold 194,775 Bitcoins. So they are not going to ban it. They are not going to throw it away. They are not going to lock it. They want to buy more. They want to push down the price so they can buy more. So yeah, this is all what it's about. It's not politics. It's not environmental. It's nothing which we would say that it's gonna affect Bitcoin for a long time. It is just a simple trick of a whale to buy more Bitcoin. So don't worry about that. This is all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you liked the content. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button because you help me a lot. I will see you tomorrow, and this week sometimes we will also have another live. Maybe there we can also discuss what Beni said and what we can expect from Elrond. Take care.